Howdy, hey bays. My name is Evie. Welcome back to my channel. It's been one whole year and a lot of months since I deleted my Instagram. You're probably here because you've watched my Level Up Your Life by deleting your Instagram video. I think that's what it's called. I wanted to come on today to give you an update of my life since being off the grid and the benefits and lessons that I've learned. I don't want this to be too long of a video, so I'm going to do 3 things I've learned since being social media free, because since I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my inactive Facebook account, and I also deleted my TikTok account, which I was actually doing fairly well on, but I've been very much called to live a quieter life, and I've definitely been reaping the benefits of that, and I wanted to share that with you on my channel. So if that interests you, then keep on watching. I deleted it in mid early 2022 last year, and it has absolutely changed my life. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook all gone. I'm off the grid basically when it comes to social media. YouTube is the only, I guess, social media. Is YouTube even social media? I think YouTube is like TV. At least that's how I treat it. I treat YouTube like it's TV. But YouTube's the only platform that I actually show my face on. Everything else, I'm off the grid. I don't want anything to do with being online or being seen like that. So let's get into the video. I feel like I'm rambling. All right, so number one thing that I've learned since being social media free is that I am really aware of how baddie culture influenced women and influenced my self-concept and also my thoughts of what it means to be beautiful or seen in society. So folks that have been watching me for a really long time, I pretty much have worn wigs or weaves or now recently my real hair. It's summer right now and it's actually really hot. So for the most part, my signature hairstyle is my afro or my natural hair. So I wear this hairstyle majority of the time. The times where I do wear wigs or weaves is when it's colder out, or if I just want to do a little hair flip because I'm just girly like that. But I've learned that since being off of social media, I don't feel the urge to look like a baddie, because my perception of a baddie of what I saw was not one with natural hair or one with that looks more natural. I think back then you wouldn't really catch me coming on social media or doing the most with no makeup on or my hair wasn't done. Now I'm on YouTube full-fledged, no makeup on and my hair out, and I just feel more at peace with not having to have my identity tied to looking like a baddie or being a baddie. I have no desire, honestly, to be a bad bee or a baddie or anything like that, but being on social media has definitely made me feel like I need to keep up with the Joneses and look a certain way, dress a certain way, be sexy, be all those things. And I just don't have a desire to be that. I just want to be me, and whatever my personal style feels like portraying myself as, I'm going to do that, point blank period. So number one, I don't feel the urge to be seen as a woman. I don't feel the urge to advertise my body or my beauty really anymore. I just feel like I exist, and if you see me, you see me, and whatever shape or form or what that looks like is going to be displayed. Period. So number two thing that I realized since being off the grid is that I don't even know what FOMO is. Fear of missing out who? I don't know who she is. Please tell me where she's at. Tell her to subscribe to this channel, to comment, and subscribe. I don't know who FOMO is. I don't have a sense of missing out on anything, because it's with being on social media, you're seeing everyone else do what they do with their life. But being off the grid and not on social media, I don't have the pressures to like want to be like everywhere or want to be in the streets. Like I've learned that being by myself and spending time with people in real life, I don't have a desire to be on the asphalt. I don't think the asphalt was ever a part of my ministry anyway. Um, that actually sounded funny, like hearing it out of my mouth. Like, that's hilarious. But I just don't have a desire to like compare myself or want to like be outside so much because being indoors is not that bad. Or if I am outside, like it's very intentional about how I spend my time and who I spend my time with. So like being on social media, it's like if there was like a big event that happened or a party that happened or like something going on and I wasn't there or I wasn't invited or whatever, I just don't care. Like I don't have any sense of like I missed out or dang, I wish I knew what was going on. I would have loved to go. Like I don't feel that way. Like I always now feel like whatever is meant for me to be in vicinity of is going to come to me naturally, and that's that on that, Furioso. And I rather just like be in that state of consciousness and be in that mindset than to want to be on the asphalt and want to be everywhere because it's just not for me. It's just a little tacky. So that's number 2. FOMO, who is she? But if you find her, tell her to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Number 3 of what I've learned since being off the grid. So no Instagram, no TikTok, no Facebook. I'm not really a Snapchat person, so Snapchat isn't really me anyway. I don't have Snapchat. So the third thing that I've learned since being off is that when I meet people and they ask me for my contact information, I notice that a lot of people like ask for your social media or ask for like they want to see how you look online, and that's nothing new. That's nothing new, right? But it's making me realize that like people really care about your social footprint and people really care about like how you portray yourself versus getting to know you and seeing that in real time with their own 2 eyes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I do think fundamentally like having someone you meet and it's like, oh, what's your Instagram? Or, oh, what's your, social medias? It's kind of like the new school way of like, let me scope you out and see like what type of person you are instead of getting to know you. And back in the day before social media, I think the equivalent of that would be is like, oh, like if I met you through someone, then I asked that person, how do you know this person? What do they like? What do they work? What's their character? You know what I mean? It's kind of like equivalent of like, I'm African, so you go to your village people and you ask about someone in another village or another family or culture. Like it's so intertwined. Like when you know, and you get to find out who you want to find out by like doing your research through other people. Like that's the equivalent now of like, what's your Instagram? You know what I mean? Because I've had people legit ask me my Instagram and I'm like, I don't have Instagram or I don't have TikTok or I don't have this and that. And they're so like either shocked, like dumbfounded, number 1, or they feel like, wow, like I wish I can do that. Like I respect you. Or in particular, if it's like a man and he might be interested in me or whatever, either I'm like mysterious or it's like they have so much more like it makes me more desirable. And I don't know what it is. Like you can put down in the comments if you wonder why like men like it when you're not on social media. Like let me know your thoughts. But I just found it to be very interesting and like just insightful because it's not like I'm hiding anything. It's just that I just don't really feel the need to be online. And I like it that people have to work harder to get to know me and work harder to like know who I am? But on the flip side, like if I wanted to know about them and I don't have social media, then that's like an unknown for me too. You know what I mean? Like I have to do my due diligence to make sure that I get to know them just as much as they get to know me. And that's like outside of like a dating situation or romance, but like just people in general, like platonically, like in general, like you have to really get to know people and talk to people. And I'm someone that I'm pretty good at making friends and like meeting people, but I've learned that like a lot of people, they're not that good at it. So they just rely on, oh, let me just see your Instagram and let me just see pics of you and see what's up. You get me? And part 3.5 is I've learned that sometimes like people just want to like put you in a bucket when they see like how you portray yourself or carry yourself online. So like if you're somebody that you have a certain lifestyle or whatever, like they use like seeing your pictures or wanting like, it's like they want a catalog of your pics to see, to like absorb. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe this is like another video, but that's another thing I've learned from being off the grid. Like you become a bit more mysterious because everyone's online, everyone's sharing everything. So it's like when you don't share, it's like it makes you more intriguing, or it makes you more, I guess, not a part of the crowd. So you kind of have to be okay with that. And also you have to be okay with like being fine, like not being in the know with everything and just focusing on yourself. I think if you're off social media or you want to be off the grid, it's going to expose a lot of things emotionally and mentally in you that may not have been so obvious when you were on social media, or you know, if you're thinking about taking a break or just deleting it altogether. Like you'll realize how much validation you crave from other people. You might realize how lonely you are because you get your connection from online dopamine hits, you know. So like it definitely exposes like how you are when you are having a lot more free time off of a screen. And that doesn't mean I'm not on a screen. Like I definitely consume content like on YouTube or things that people send me, but it's way, way less than like what I've been doing when I was on TikTok, number one, which was a whole different like scenario that I had to get off of, and then like being on Instagram and the likings. But I think the most profound thing is that I just think I'm just a better person just being off the grid and not having social media. Like if you look at my old video with my first time talking about deleting my Instagram versus me now, I just feel like I look healthier. I look more like, I just feel like I look more refreshed. Like there's not stress in my bones. Like I don't know. I feel like there's more of a light and a radiance in me that was always there. Don't get twisted, but I just feel like I truly glow for a living. Like I'm just so self-assured in who I am, and I don't have any distractions to kind of like reinforce that, or distractions that could take me away from that, you know? Because social media now is definitely putting a lot of messagings into our eyes and ears, and I'm very much super, super, super more in tune of what I consume through my eyeballs and what I consume through my ears. So that was more than 3 things I've learned since being off the grid. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what your thoughts are about social media, Instagram, TikTok, you know, all of the different platforms that people are on these days. I decided that I'm going to commit fully to one platform, and that's YouTube, because it's my first love and I actually do love it here. And that's where I'm at, Furioso. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Evie, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day or night. And always, always remember that you glow for a living because you're lit from within, beyond skin deep. Bye, everybody.